Have you ever felt stuck in pain, anger, or jealousy, like you are carrying heavy baggage that you just cannot drop? Here is the truth. Life gives you two choices every day. You can be better, or you can stay bitter. Which one are you choosing? Stay with me until the end, because today, you will practice listening. Learn new vocabulary, and reflect on how small steps every day can make a big difference. In this lesson, you will practice English listening with a story, learn key vocabulary, and try some speaking practice. This is level A to 2B1, so it is perfect if you already understand basic English but want to grow faster. And because I want you to improve even more, I have prepared a free practice exercise for you. Check the description box, click the link, and complete the activity after this video. It will help you review vocabulary and speaking. Tips for self-improvement: be better or stay bitter. 1. Why people get stuck in bitterness. Many people live in the past. They replay painful memories again and again, like watching the same sad movie on repeat. Maybe it was a heartbreak, a betrayal, or a failure. Instead of learning from the pain, they hold on to it tightly. They say to themselves, "Life is unfair. Why me?" But here is the hard truth. Holding on to bitterness is like drinking poison and expecting someone else to suffer. The longer you keep it, the heavier it becomes. Bitterness does not protect you. It only traps you in yesterday's pain. 2. The price of not changing. Bitterness has a cost, and it is very expensive. It steals your energy. You wake up tired, even before the day starts. It blocks your opportunities. While you are stuck looking back, new chances pass you by. It damages your relationships. Friends, family, even colleagues can feel the heaviness of bitterness, and slowly, they step away. Meanwhile, life keeps moving. Time does not stop. While you are holding on to the past, the world is building new stories, and you are left behind. Choosing not to change means choosing to stay stuck. 3. Daily choices that create growth. The good news is, change does not happen all at once. It happens in small, daily choices. Here are 3 powerful ones. Gratitude. Every morning write down one thing you are thankful for. It can be small, like the sunshine, a cup of tea, or a kind word. Gratitude shifts your mind from what I lost to what I still have. Forgiveness. Forgiveness is not saying what happened was okay. It is choosing to free yourself from carrying the weight of anger. Write a letter, you do not have to send it, to someone who hurt you, and let the words release the pain. Courage to try again. Confidence is built by action. Speak one kind word to yourself, say hello to someone new, or take one small step toward your dream. Each time you try, you grow stronger. Remember this. Better is not about perfection. It is about progress. Every choice you make, gratitude instead of complaint, forgiveness instead of anger, courage instead of fear moves you one step closer to the life you want. Bitterness is heavy. Growth is light. The question is simple. Which one will you carry today? Listening story 1. Clara's breakthrough. There was a young woman named Clara. She loved deeply, and when she was in a relationship, she gave her whole heart. But one day, without warning, that relationship ended. The person she trusted the most walked away. Clara felt crushed. Every night, she cried herself to sleep. She told herself again and again, "I will never trust again. I will never love again." Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. And slowly, months became years. While her friends were moving forward, traveling, building careers, starting families, Clara stayed in the same place. Her body was alive, but her spirit was stuck in yesterday's pain. Every time she looked at old photos, she replayed the memories like a broken record. The bitterness became her prison. One evening, Clara stood in front of her mirror. Her face looked tired. Her eyes no longer sparkled. And for the first time, she asked herself a powerful question. Do I want to be bitter forever? That single question shook her. It was as if a small light turned on inside a dark room. She realized that if she did not change, nothing would change. The very next day, Clara decided to take one small step. She put on her shoes and went for a walk without her phone, without distractions. For the first time in years, she looked at the trees, felt the wind, and breathed freely. It was simple, but it felt like freedom. From that moment, Clara started to rebuild her life. She began journaling, pouring her emotions onto paper instead of keeping them trapped inside. She picked up books about healing and growth. She accepted invitations to meet new people, even though she felt nervous. Step by step, her heart began to heal. The bitterness slowly faded, replaced by courage and curiosity. Clara discovered something powerful. She could not control the past, but she could choose her future. Her story reminds us, healing does not happen overnight, but every small step forward is proof that better is always possible, if you choose it. Vocabulary. Heartbreak means strong sadness after losing love. Bitterness means holding anger or sadness for too long. Heal means to recover and feel better. Speaking practice. Imagine Clara is your friend. Encourage her with these phrases. Clara, you are stronger than this. Say it again. Clara, you are stronger than this. You can heal step by step. Repeat. You can heal step by step. Your future is brighter than your past. One more time. Your future is brighter than your past. Listening story 2. Daniel's choice. There was a man named Daniel. Every day at work, he measured himself against one person, his colleague. When his colleague got a compliment from the boss, Daniel felt his stomach twist. When that colleague received a promotion, Daniel went home furious, replaying the scene in his head like a movie on repeat. It is not fair, he thought. Why not me? Why always him? The jealousy grew like a shadow that followed him everywhere. At night, he could not sleep. At work, he could not focus. The truth was harsh. While his colleague kept moving forward, Daniel was stuck angry, bitter, and exhausted. Years passed, and finally, Daniel saw something clearly. His bitterness did not hurt his colleague at all. His colleague was living his life, growing, and enjoying success. The only person suffering was Daniel himself. One morning, Daniel looked in the mirror and admitted, "If I do not change, I will waste my whole life." That moment was a turning point. He decided to shift his focus inward. Instead of comparing, he chose to grow. Daniel signed up for an evening course to learn new skills. He started reading books about leadership. At work, he volunteered to help his team instead of competing with them. At first, the change felt small, but little by little, his attitude softened. He felt lighter, more focused, and more hopeful. His bitterness faded because his energy finally had a new direction. Improvement, not envy. Months later, something surprising happened. His boss noticed his growth and his positive attitude. Opportunities that once felt impossible began to open. Daniel was offered new responsibilities, and for the first time, he felt proud. Not because he beat someone else, but because he became a better version of himself. Daniel's story reminds us, comparison steals joy, but growth creates freedom. The real competition is not with others, it is with who you were yesterday. Vocabulary. Jealousy means feeling angry because someone else has success. Resentment means negative feelings you keep inside. Opportunity means a chance to do something new. Speaking practice. Pretend Daniel asks you, "Should I keep comparing myself to others?" Answer him, "No, Daniel. Focus on your own growth." Repeat, "No, Daniel. Focus on your own growth. Your progress is your power." Again, your progress is your power. Bitterness will not help you. Better choices will. Say it with confidence. Listening story 3. Maya's turning point. For 10 years, Maya lived inside the same routine. Every morning, she woke up, prepared herself, went to work, came home, scrolled on her phone, and went to bed. Then the cycle repeated. She carried a secret dream in her heart. She wanted to write a book. The idea burned inside her, but every time she thought about starting, fear and excuses whispered louder. "I will start tomorrow. I am too tired today. I need more time. I need to be ready first." Tomorrow became next week. Next week became next month. And slowly, next month became 10 long years. Her life looked comfortable from the outside, but inside, Maya felt empty. Each time she passed a bookstore, her chest tightened. She imagined her name on the cover of a book, But then her inner voice said, "Not you. Not yet. Maybe never." One morning, Maya woke up and felt something different. She stared at her ceiling, and the thought struck her like lightning. If I do not change today, my life will always stay the same. Her heart pounded. She did not want to waste another 10 years waiting for the right moment. She realized the right moment would never come. She had to create it. So that very morning, Maya made a new choice. She took out a blank notebook, sat at her desk, and wrote one page. Just one page. The next day, she wrote another. Some days, the words flowed easily. Other days, she struggled, but she still wrote something. Days turned into weeks. Weeks turned into months. Slowly, the notebook filled, and after a year of steady effort, Maya held something incredible in her hands, her very first finished book. The process did not just give her a book, it gave her a new life. She felt proud, alive, and confident. She learned that change does not come from waiting. It comes from one small step, repeated again and again. Maya's story reminds us, the choice is always ours. You can stay bitter, trapped in excuses, or you can be better, starting with one small action today. Her turning point was simple, but powerful, choosing to begin. Vocabulary. Routine means the same things you do every day. Turning point means the moment everything changes. Commit means to promise yourself to do something. Speaking practice. Imagine Maya is doubting herself. Tell her, start today, not tomorrow. Repeat, start today, not tomorrow. 1 page a day can change everything. Again, 1 page a day can change everything. Better is always possible if you choose it. Say it with strength. Reflection. What about you? Are you carrying bitterness, or are you building better habits? Remember, life gives you the same question every day. Be better, or stay bitter. The choice is always yours. You do not need a big change overnight. You just need one small choice, every day. If you found this video helpful, hit the like button, share it with a friend, and subscribe for more inspiring lessons. And, do not forget, I prepared a free practice exercise for you. Click the link in the description box to review vocabulary and speaking from today. Your future is waiting. Do not stay bitter. Be better.